Are you absolutely sure you truly understand your place in your dog's eyes? We often just assume that dogs view humans as giant, clumsy dogs, or perhaps as an alpha who rules over them. But the reality uncovered by the most advanced brain scanners will bring tears to your eyes. They do not place you in either of those categories. Misunderstanding your true position often leads to heartbreaking mistakes. It causes us to accidentally use harsh dominance and strict discipline to treat them, instead of leading with true understanding. In today's video, we are going to decode 6 shocking scientific truths about how dogs actually perceive you. Please do not skip the reason at point number 6, because it will completely shatter the master and servant concept that humans simply made up and reveal the most sacred privilege that dogs reserve only for you. Let us get started. 1. You are a special species with your very own dedicated brain region. Have you ever thought that in the eyes of a dog, humans are just ordinary moving creatures, just like their own kind? However, back in 2020, scientists at the National Autonomous University of Mexico scanned the brains of dogs and discovered a shocking truth. The temporal lobe in a dog's brain has naturally evolved an independent neural network, strictly to process human faces, completely separate from the area used to process the faces of other dogs. They never view you as just a giant dog. They see you as a being so magnificent that their brain had to literally build a private room just to remember your face. The most wonderful thing you can do is to smile often and allow your dog to fully admire your facial expressions when you interact. That right there is the picture that brings them the greatest peace. 2. The survival compass when facing fear. Have you ever noticed that when encountering a strange object making a loud noise, your dog often freezes and looks up at you before deciding whether to bark loudly or run away? A groundbreaking study from the University of Pisa in Italy back in 2022 pointed out that domestic dogs have automatically surrendered the independent survival instincts of their wild ancestors. When faced with uncertainty and deep fear, they use your exact facial expressions and attitude as their compass. If you smile, they will bravely step forward. If you are tense, they will immediately back away. The most empathetic solution here is, whenever you take your dog to an unfamiliar environment or the vet clinic, absolutely do not show any anxiety. Please maintain a calm and happy demeanor, because you are the one and only compass that determines their sense of safety. 3. The only person who makes them shed tears of pure happiness. Have you ever thought that your puppy barking loudly and jumping all over you when you finally come home is simply because they have excess energy and are overly excited? A globally shocking study from Azabu University in Japan back in 2022 proved something absolutely magical. A dog's eyes actually tear up and significantly increase in tear volume when they are reunited with their owner. This intense emotion is triggered completely automatically, and this beautiful phenomenon of crying out of happiness never ever happens when they meet a stranger. You are the one and only person in this entire world who can make them shed tears because they are just so incredibly happy. The most delicate and loving action you can take right now is to reward that anxious, longing wait with a very tight hug every single time you step foot inside your house. If you are truly connecting with these deep messages of love, please take a quick second to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your companionship is our greatest source of motivation. 4. An absolute faith that completely transcends their wild instincts. Have you ever heard the bitter stereotype that dogs will simply follow anyone who feeds them, and that they view you purely as an automatic food dispenser? A historic behavioral experiment from Kyoto University in Japan back in 2015 completely shattered this heartbreaking misconception. When witnessing their owner being treated rudely and refused help by a stranger, the dog firmly refused to accept any food from that stranger's hand. They did this even if it was their absolute favorite treat and they were incredibly hungry. They would much rather endure the painful hunger than accept a single favor from someone who treated you poorly. The most important thing to remember is to never use food as bait to tease them or threaten their deep trust. Please truly cherish this magnificent loyalty by always treating them fairly and fiercely protecting them. 5. The synchronization of energy and intuition. Have you ever noticed that on days when you are stressed out or frowning in frustration, your puppy will immediately tuck their tail and watch you cautiously, even though you have not scolded them at all? Dogs are equipped with an incredibly sensitive network of mirror neurons designed to completely scan your energy. Science has proven that they do not view your emotions as something separate from themselves. On the contrary, your deep joy or your intense frustration is the very air that they are forced to breathe every single day. The absolute best way to protect their gentle souls is to be very careful with the invisible pressures you bring home. Healing a timid and anxious dog sometimes does not mean just petting them, but simply taking a deep breath yourself, gently smiling, and completely relaxing your own mind and body. 6. You are not the pack leader. You are their entire world. This is the final truth, and it is also the most profound one. Are you currently forcing your dog to submit through strict discipline, simply because you think you need to be a dominant alpha? Modern science has officially and completely debunked the alpha theory when it comes to domestic dogs. Dogs never look at their human family as a wild wolf pack constantly competing for rank and power. Instead, they see your family as a beautiful ecosystem overflowing with love. And in that ecosystem, you are their son. The whole concept of master and servant is just something humans arrogantly made up. They listen to you so obediently simply because of their absolute unconditional trust in you. The most valuable message for you to take away is this: please never view yourself merely as the owner of a piece of property. To them, you are a parent, a soulmate, and the absolute entire meaning of their short existence in this world. Beyond all the biological boundaries between our species, dogs have willingly set aside their most powerful wild instincts just to honor you as their shield of survival, their soulmate, and the very center of their universe. Now take a moment to think about your own little angel at home. What is that one special sign that proves your dog sees you as their entire world? Is it the way they rush to greet you at the door with pure joy, or how they instinctively hide behind your legs when they feel afraid? Please share your wonderful stories in the comments below. I am truly looking forward to reading every single one of them. Do not forget to hit the like button and share this video to spread this message of love. And make sure to subscribe to our channel so we can continue this journey of understanding our four-legged friends together. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.